What is going on, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about ghrelin and stomach growling, and I'm going to do it right after this. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy C-Dub. If you're new to my channel, I lost 125 pounds through intermittent fasting and the OMED method. And today, I want to talk to you guys about ghrelin, which is kind of the second part to the leptin video. If you guys haven't seen the leptin video, I'll link it down below. Check that out. Ghrelin is a hormone, and we're going to jump into that in 1 second. But I also want to address stomach growling because it sort of has something to do with ghrelin. And if you've ever wondered, why is my stomach growling when I'm intermittent fasting? Does that mean I'm hungry and should I eat? I got the answers to that in this video too. So let's jump right on in. So here's what we're looking at right now. So ghrelin is actually a hormone that's released from your stomach. So what ghrelin does, or when it's released, is when your stomach gets empty. So your ghrelin is suppressed when there's food in your stomach, and the smaller your stomach gets, the more it starts leaking this ghrelin out into your body, and then your body passes that through your brain, your blood. And when it passes through your brain, it sends out a signal that says the stomach is empty, the stomach is empty. So when you think about ghrelin, it's a very helpful hormone that's been there so that we could know when our stomach was empty. The problem is a lot of times we eat so much that we don't really get a good feel, and that ghrelin may be modified or broken there. But ultimately speaking, it's a hormone that tells you that your stomach is empty. And I think through using OMAD, I have learned to not listen to that hormone, and that my body is now used to when the ghrelin is released, and it's not a giant deal to me until it gets to a point in which I really need to eat, and then I can kind of get a better feel for that. But where that gets interesting is people think that stomach growling, it means that you need food, and your stomach growling actually does not mean that you need any food at all. Why your stomach is actually growling is because when your stomach is all the time contracting, and it's making food go down. If you think about it, you have a giant tube from your mouth all the way to your butt, and what's basically being done is your muscles contract and push that through, and when it gets into your intestine, it's pushing the food through your body at all times, and it's working 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 until it pushes it out of your body. It takes the nutrients from it and it goes on. So as that food leaves the stomach and enters your intestines, your ghrelin gets released, letting your brain know that there's no longer any food and that it could take more food. That does not mean that you need to eat, because you think about it, you haven't even passed the food through your body yet. But then your stomach will start making noises. Does that mean I got to run out and eat? No, what it's actually doing is your stomach is actually contracting, and that's the reason it growls. That's the feeling you get in your stomach, and a lot of people I've heard mention it. Why do I get this feeling in my stomach when I'm intermittent fasting? Does it mean I need to eat? It does not mean you need to eat. What you're actually feeling is your stomach contracting like it normally would if there was food in it. But because there's no food in your stomach, you're actually contracting the liquids, and it doesn't take up as much space, so you feel it. Guys, if for anything, that stomach growling and contracting is actually telling you that you don't have food. And if you don't have food, that means you're running on fat, which is what we're all trying to do. So running on fat isn't a big deal as long as you have the fat to run your body on. So I wanted to make a video to explain to you guys, as we already know, leptin is the hormone that tells you that you've had enough food, and ghrelin is the hormone that tells you your stomach is empty. But you need to adjust to your ghrelin and understand that just because your brain pops in there, especially in the early stages of intermittent fasting, your stomach's empty, that doesn't mean you have to run out and eat. And also, one last note, just so that you guys know, in studies, they have shown that the ghrelin gets released much faster with carbohydrates. So if you're eating a whole lot of junk food, a whole lot of bread, a whole lot of pasta, things like that, when your stomach empties, the ghrelin automatically starts to spike and goes out at a higher rate than if you're eating protein. There has no study been done that I could find on fat yet. So they group fat, the keto family will group fat with the protein, but the protein has been proven in studies to actually keep your ghrelin level at a longer rate for as much as 3 hours longer than carbohydrates. So guys, what that tells me, and they did not disprove in any of these studies, that protein with carbs will spike you again. The protein seems to hold up. So I would suggest, if you're having trouble with ghrelin, that you make sure you have protein in your diet, and if you're continuing to have trouble, you cut the carbs back so that you're in a better balance with protein, guys, because the protein seems to sustain hunger for a longer period of time, and that has been scientifically proven. Protein is the way to go. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you a real quick video and let you know about ghrelin, and that it is the hormone that release when you do want food, when your stomach is empty. So that's the feeling you get. And more importantly, just because your stomach's growling, it's really just your muscles contracting. It's not telling you you need food, and you need to think about it. When you feel that growl coming, you need to stop and say, wait a minute, it's just telling me that it's empty. That's just my stomach muscles contracting. Everything is fine. I appreciate your support, guys. Hit my face over here. That'll help you subscribe to me, guys. Check out these other videos. Each and every one of you is important to me. I hope I'm making your journey easier, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.